a second, my audio values are a little bit off, and I'm not ridiculously loud to you guys, am I? No, I'm a decent volume. But welcome out to another episode. Let's see here. So, there were a couple of quests that I had going on. Obviously, the most important one is the Void, and I need to talk to Yero's childhood friend Alfred, who's up the way a bit. I could do that as well. Secrets from the can. Find the next mysterious place. At the beginning of the current, a big stone with a raised bleak tree in the west. Now, I think I kind of understand what that means now, because we saw the first one, like, right here. Like, in this area, or, like, down in whatever. But at the beginning of the current might mean where a river meets the ocean. So, I kind of want to see if I can't do anything with that first before I go talk to Yero's friend. And that's actually out this way. And so, we got the last message from this plinth up here. It was right here. Hello. Welcome out to the stream, Raspberry Gaming. So to the west, it might mean this area, closer to Yero's house. Because that would be to the west. But welcome out to the stream. We're playing some Enderal today. Enderal is a full conversion mod for Skyrim. Hello? Can you hear me? I said, welcome out to the stream, and that we are playing Enderal, a full conversion mod for Skyrim. Let's see here. So it's going to be a bit of a walk, but to the west. Yeah, I've been having a lot of fun with it. Oh, thank you for the follow. Wolves. Let's see here. Do I have Fury equipped? Yes, I do have Tempest equipped. Let's go. Ooh. That actually got a little bit closer than I would have liked. Let's eat some food. Ooh, I've got an ice claw. I forgot about that. Okay. Yeah. Like chilling. The low viewers. Thank you. Let's see here. I had some, roasted goat meat. Roasted goat meat's great. It satiates for like 700 seconds and is like ridiculously good. So you need to go? Alright, see you later, Raspberry. Thank you for stopping by. What is this place? Hinton's house discovered. A firm leather cuirass requires handicraft 20. Well, I have handicraft 20 now, but I can't get into Pinta's house because it requires a key. But taking all these things around the house is not stealing, apparently. So, good for me. I'm headed to... Oh, there's a big old castle up there. That's cool. Ooh, a nice claw. Alright, so this is the west, and this is where the current begins. And there's a barren tree right there. So, is this where I need to be? Huh. That's interesting. So they're just set up that way. Oh, this is actual wine. Okay. Go ahead and take that. I didn't see a clue around this tree either. What was the exact quote again? It was, there only was a note in it which gravely disappointed him. The note showed a way to a stone tablet at an old shrine in which another riddle was engraved. At the beginning of the current, a big stone with a raised bleak tree in the west. This is at the beginning of the current. Unless I'm wildly mistaken. In which case I need to make my way back to Riverville. Here. Because it could also be... I don't think it means that one, because Riverville Merrick's farm is right here, right? And where... I don't think that's the west. It could mean this up here, but I thought it could have meant this. And I'm just a little out of sorts on all of it. Move some of my liquids around here. So, that wasn't really what I needed, and I've kind of gotten myself out of the way now. This was west from the location that I was at. Figured that was where the current began, was part of that part of the riddle. Stone with a raised tree. Could have also meant this, but I've already checked that, and that really wasn't it. That's not where the current began. And the shrine is... The shrine is right here, so it's east of that section of the river. Or it's already west, or the river is east to get over there. So to head west, it would have needed to have been this way. I'll figure that out. I'll figure that one out later. Let's do the wanted quest then, while I'm in the journal. Let's see here, that one does give me a marker. I need to get my hands on some ambrosia or possibly... Oh, you know what? That's right. I can't do it right now. Well, I could do it right now, but smoking peaceweed gets you your arcane fever down. I just don't know at what rate smoking peaceweed gets your arcane fever down. So I could sit over here and just like... Let's see here. I've got a smoking pipe. I have no peaceweed to smoke. Oh. I thought I had a whole bunch of peaceweed. Oh well.
Potatoes, garlic, radish.
Unless I put it all in the protected chest. The secure chest. Ah, yes, there it is. Oh, apparently peaceweed is used in ambrosia. Peaceweed can be one of the ingredients for ambrosia. Peaceweed removed, and it takes down 1% of my arcane fever to smoke it. If I could figure out more ingredients for, if I could figure out more ingredients for peaceweed, or more ingredients for ambrosia, I could get my arcane fever down a lot more, because an ambrosia gets it down by 20%. Perhaps somebody here can handle my arcane fever.
My sir. Walk blessed, my child. How may I help you?
Summon dagger. She's got that.
Walk blessed.
My sir.
I don't think this is actually gonna help me. Right, well.
May your path always be even.
Let's see here. Oh yeah, I gotta go quite a ways out of town before I can get to this guy. So I suppose I should probably get on that.
Huh? Can I help you?
No, I'm good. I'm headed this way. So after many troubles with Walmart grocery delivery, I gave up on them. Uh-oh. Oh no, the game crashed. Guess it didn't want to tell me. It didn't want me to tell my Walmart grocery story. But anyway, good morning, Shelton. The game literally just crashed. It could not handle your presence. Here we go. Getting it started back up now. But after many days of attempting to use several times attempting to use Walmart's grocery delivery, most things want to leave when I show up. That's not true. I didn't want to leave when you showed up, even when you had a terrible microphone. I feel a little bad that that's like the one defining thing that I remember about our first encounter. Was just how bad your game's mic was in Minecraft. There was that, and like on the day that I joined that was my first like Minecraft server that I'd ever joined. And
oh, hello. Oh, a bit of this and that.
Don't feel bad, it's funny. I was 12
a
years old on a Toshiba laptop in 2012. Good morning, CPQ. Welcome out to the stream. I don't need these swashbuckling boots anymore because I've got the rat catcher boots. And I don't need these iron daggers. I don't need this iron mace anymore because I have the iron mace exhaustion. I don't need 2 iron warhammers. I don't need 3 longbows. I need my pickaxe though. I can finally sell these fine clothes. Shoes and a tunic. I've actually got several of my own restore health potions now, which are nice. I'm at the point now where I probably don't need to be carrying around a bunch of rancid potions. You're tired? Aw. So most potions don't provide, most potions don't cause arcane sickness. Arcane fever really only comes from health potions. And it's 2% no matter what potion you use. So I should probably be getting rid of some of these rancid ones. Because I can make them better than that now.
Walk blessed.
My car wouldn't start last night. My mother had to come get me. Oh, I didn't realize that. That's bad. Why didn't you? Was it too cold, or just it wouldn't turn over?
May always be even.
Walk blessed.
Do you think it was just that it was too cold outside, or was it that the
We always go too easy on the scum.
or was it that it just straight up didn't work? Wouldn't turn over. I think it was too cold. It made the trying sound. Yeah, that could be anything between it being too cold and it being and it not having enough charge. I'm trying to figure. I guess because today's Tuesday, you really don't need the car today, except for to obviously come over here. But oh my goodness. I guess whenever somebody's available or whenever I get home, we can attempt to try and jump it off or something. That's a bear. That's a whole ass bear. I don't want to deal with that. I can barely handle a couple of wolves in my current state. I do not need to be dealing with a whole ass bear. There's a wanted target up in these woods. It'll net me a decent sum of money, but I gotta be careful. Let's see here. Because I don't really know what I'm going to be up against in here, I'm going to pull out my mace and my shield instead. I don't know what I'm going to fight the second I step down here. There's a rat right there. I can... elbow it. It detected me right as I shot the bow, which is great. Okay. I also can't see jack shit down here, so... see here. Oh boy, it is dark as fuck in here. Hold on, I gotta... Alright, let's just go ahead and, oop. And, ban. Good. I don't have magic that'll help here, but I think I've got a torch in my inventory. Let's see here. Yeah, I've got a torch. That helps. Kind of gets rid of my, my element of surprise, but I couldn't see jack shit without the torch. The nice part about this mace is that it is also, it also absorbs health. So one of the biggest issues in this mod is that healing is kind of hard to come by, and you really don't want to do a lot of regular healing anyway.
What is this? Are you drunk? Come on, you can do better.
Now that we're actually in an area that's somewhat lit up, I'm going to switch out to my claymore.
Look at that. A lonesome traveler. You shouldn't have come here.
It's also crazy how much the people shit talk in the middle of combat. Yeah, now that this area down here is somewhat lit up, I feel a little bit better about using my sword. And am I still under the effects of am I still satiated? Yes, for another minute and 30 seconds from that roasted goat meat. Being satiated means that basically whenever I'm outside of combat, my health will just fully regenerate.
Now that you're back, a lonesome traveler. Let's just never learn.
Bloody skull. Oh, hello.
Like the bites of a flea.
Are you sure about that, sir? You are dead. Oh, is that a level up? I think that might be a level up. Yeah, it's a level up. Alright, I want more stamina. And I now have another memory point, so let's go ahead and meditate. Which means I can finally start getting some actual increases to my damage output by unlocking the barbarian tree. Which means that my two-handed weapons now deal 10% more damage. You can actually see this sky that has this crazy like glowy at the very top. This is actually based off of the level up screen in base Skyrim. You can actually see there's the wizard, there's the warrior, and there's the rogue in the sky. This is the same sky that they use in Sovngarde. Oh, that's right. I also got an ice claw. Ice claws are mushrooms that that increase your carry capacity. Just permanently increase your carry capacity. It's so nice. Alright, we use Y to get back out of here. So now I should have a significantly legitimate reason for why I'm using my claymore. It didn't upgrade it that much, considering, but, you know. Silver candlestick. Go ahead and take that with me. I figured that was going to be some sort of, like, secret open the doorway thing. But it wasn't. Oh, I need to go up and around then.
Wrong time,
Engage.
wrong place.
On guard, sir. Here's my man. There we go. One to target down. Why was he wearing leather shoes when he had iron boots? They don't want to provide me with a whole lot of wine because wine gives you mana like a significant amount of mana regeneration. Less leather gauntlets and some crusty bread. I'm gonna take one of these torches with me. I'm gonna take a couple of these torches with me because torches do burn out eventually, and I have not found a magic spell to If I put that away, can I pull out my torch? No. I actually have to pull out my mace to get my torch out. But I'll just collect all the torches while I'm down here. They don't add too much to my inventory, and I definitely need them to see. But I have not found or learned a magical light spell. I had a Torch of Mage Light, which was a little bit beneficial, but or a Staff of Mage Light, which was a bit beneficial, but it wasn't really what I needed because it was better to me sold and turned into pennies than to continue using it. Just like at this point, it's typically better for me to break down the weapons and armor that I steal from my opponents and turn them into new armor and weapons and sell them, because that ends up being better for me overall. So my Warhammer is about to eclipse the damage of my Claymore of Flames anyway. Especially considering the Claymore of Flames is about to lose its charge, and I don't have like a massive amount of Soulstone to keep those things charged. Well, now we make our way back to the Riverville, and we collect our bounty. And then after that, I guess we can go ahead and start the actual the main quest up again, because I don't know what else to do. Let's see here, I've got a couple of quests, but like I said, I don't really know how to do one of them. Oh, there's a carrot there. I'll go ahead and eat that. Those magic carrots roots that we come across are the moon carrot root. The sap is healing, has a healing property, and my goat meat ran out while I was in there. So rather than have to spend more of my food to heal myself, I can just grab that carrot root on the way. Forage, if you will. I keep talking about it, but I like the way that they handle food in this version, where your health really doesn't regenerate that much. Your health basically does not regenerate in combat at all. Like, unless you're using some sort of active thing like a potion or a, and you can't just like shove a million pieces of cheese in your face to heal. If you have any healing potions or something, you have to use those or a healing spell to heal in combat. But when you're outside of combat, if you are full, if you're satiated,
someday
you automatically regenerate the.
Everything's supposed to be so huge and shiny there.
You regenerate your HP almost instantaneously, so long as you've got the money for it. I have not been to the Leatherman's place. I wonder, are you the Leatherman? You're the Tannerman.
Uh-huh. Now, I just put them out for you to look at. Tell me what you need, and be quick about it.
Okay, so he's got the Iron Cuirass blueprint. Don't mind if I do. I think I've already got Iron Gauntlets. I've got Iron Helmet. And he's got leather stuff. Light Iron Shield, which requires Handicraft of 25. That's a bit high for my taste. But if you've got some Handicraft books, I can take those. So I think I still got some learning points left. I'll take that light iron shield thing. I don't know how useful that's going to be for me particularly, but you know, I like to have it. And you've got a lot of learning books too. That's good to see. While I'm here, well, no, not while I'm here. I'll just
walk blessed.
I'll break my stuff down over this way. There's a crafting... There's a forge over here, and that's easier to craft at. Let's see here. I did pick up those crafting books. Ah, so I now have 25 handicraft, which means I need to sell the remainder of these books.
How may I be of service?
Actually, give me a second. I'll be right back with you, lady. I want to break down some of these items and smelt some more iron. Let's see here.
Some things never change.
I'm about to make a new iron shield anyway, so I'll take one of those out. Well, iron daggers, the regular mace, the iron sword, extra iron helmet, leather. Strips from that. Shields. I'll break a couple of those down into wood. And let's see here. I cannot make the light iron shield because I don't have any nails. But I can make an iron cuirass now, which would be 34 instead of my current iron cuirass, which I think is superior 34. Let me see here. What do I actually currently have on? Yeah, it's actually only 31 at superior. My iron helmet is 18. I know I made my gauntlets. I think I made my gauntlets and my warhammer. Those are the only two things that I made. Oh no, I think I made my helmet already as well. Then I need to make a cuirass. That is the best cuirass. Yeah, my helmet is 18, which means I made it. Iron gauntlets are good. Let's see here. There's less leather gauntlets. Light magic spells cost 7% less to cast. That's cool, but not useful. Block 7% more damage with your shield. I'll take that, I guess. A weak shaman talisman. Increase the duration of the transformation of the wolf blood potions. I can't do wolf blood potions. One-handed attacks do 7% more damage. I can only have one ring on at a time, damn. Okay, I need to... Nope. Let me in. This is mine right now. Because I need to make my gear superior.
Yeah.
There we go. Now all of my armor, or the armor that I can upgrade, is now all superior. And I have an armor rating of 80.
Yes.
Hell yes.
Of course.
So she's got... Ooh, she's got the thing for iron boots. Well, I'll take that. I can make some good iron boots now. She's got an iron cuirass of vigor, but that's very expensive and not what I need. Let's go ahead and sell what I don't need really quick. Yeah, the iron cuirasses and stuff that I make are so much more high value than the gear that I can buy, because the made stuff is good for cost. And then I guess what costs the least to make? Oh, we gotta hydrate. Thank you for keeping me alive. This takes 2 iron ingots, 2 leather strips, and 2 spare parts. 3, 5, and 8. 2, 2, 3. 2, 3, 4. So iron boots are the ones that take the least. They also obviously have the least value, but that still makes them good value for me to craft. Because crafting armor increases my experience as well.
How may I be of service? Of course.
And then once I basically break down my my enemy's gear into the base materials, then sell them. Whoa, okay. I did not mean to sell those boots, but okay, that's fine. No, I didn't mean to sell all of the boots. Okay, well that's also probably fine because I need to use the smelter anyway to smelt down ore. Because I do have some iron ingots in here. Or some iron ore in here. I can current it while I'm at it. And I should be able to forge a new set of boots, specifically for me. So I accidentally sold all of my boots. Alright. Yeah, it's not a massive amount, but you do get a little bit of experience every time that you craft armor pieces. So, and they sell for more once I've crafted them, so it is all in all better for me to break down my enemy's armor and turn it into new armor to get its value intrinsically higher before I do anything else. Speaking of, I need to take some of this leather and turn it into leather strips. I had a lot of leather in my inventory, and I don't need a shit ton of leather right now. But I do need some leather strips. Those are always important. And I think I've got some ingredients to make some health potions. Yeah. Ooh, and I can make some poison damage with human flesh and a human heart. Alright, well that's a good stop. We're not stopping point, but that's a good stopping point for crafting. Now let's move on to... Now I can't... So it said that I couldn't craft the... that because I need a handicraft of 25. My handicraft is currently 29. Oh, you know what? That's right. I was missing nails. That's why I couldn't craft the shield. Not because my handicraft is too low. It's because I didn't have nails.
Who are you?
Just a traveler. You are Alfred, right? The childhood friend of a man named Yarrow?
Yarrow, this is about his death, isn't it? The rampage.
You've heard about it.
Of course, who hasn't? Yarrow was one of us, after all. It is... terrible. Simply terrible. You want to hear an old man's opinion, though? I always expected that something like this would happen. Malthus, forgive me for talking about a keeper like that, but it's the truth.
You mean you saw it coming? How?
Hard to explain, really. Come on, let's find somewhere to sit. It'll be easier to talk that way.
I do like the realism of needing to go and sit down and stuff.
Well, Yarrow. That's quite a subject, you know. You were right when you said we were best friends. Our fathers knew each other. For as long as I can remember, Yarrow and I were getting into trouble together. At least, until his mother died.
Not of old age, I assume?
No. Bandits killed her in broad daylight on Penny Road. Today these incidents are common, but not back then. The road was considered safe. Very safe. She was on her way to Ark, accompanied by 3 other women, and they were set upon at the pass. None of them survived. Yarrow was shattered. I think the worst part was how his father went downhill after his wife's death. The fishery decayed, and the poor guy filled his days with boozing and sleeping. It changed Yarrow forever.
How exactly?
Well, that's a good question. On the one hand, he became a man, despite his tender age. On the other hand, something inside him woke up, so to speak. A desire to make more of his life. Old Mother Jenica noticed it and took him under her wing. He learned how to read and write, and soon he knew all the holy verses by heart. When he didn't have to help his drunken father, he helped in the village as much as he could.
He transformed his grief into productivity. Sounds like a rather positive development.
Indeed, that's one way to look at it. It wasn't long before he was the jewel of the village, the striving young fisherman destined for great things, even though he was only on the path of a manufacturer. And then the inevitable happened. A keeper of the order came to Riverville to see the prodigy with his own eyes. And behold, in addition to Yarrow's ingenuity, he also had a slumbering magical talent. The keeper took him away, and a few months later, he started his novitiate. Since then, I've only seen him once or twice, as he rarely visited Riverville. I don't think he ever noticed how much that hurt me.
Is it that uncommon for someone on the manufacturer's path to get a chance to become a keeper?
If one of the manufacturers makes it to Sergeant of the Guard, it's reason enough for a bard song. He must have been the first novice in centuries who was not of the sublime path. So yes, it is uncommon. More than that.
So what did you mean by you always suspected like something like this would happen?
Oh, it's hard to explain. I believe it was the way he was talking about his grand plans. How he wanted to make the world a better place, to become the greatest keeper since Lorem Waterblade. Underneath all this, there was an anger. An anger mixed with deep grief and disappointment. I don't think he was aware of it because he drew all his strength from that anger. The strength to do all this, to learn and to work day and night, but it frightened me, like the Blue Death. It slumbers inside the pathless mage who believes he can master magic without the Order's help. At first, it grants power, but then, one day, it bursts out in an unholy wave of destruction, turning him into one of the monsters in the old songs. Anyway, I'm just an old man. What do I know about these matters? Now let me go to sleep. All these memories are making me weary.
All right. Thank you again for your help.
Yes, of course.
All right. I need to find my way back to Jaspar. That's completed. Find the use for the key in Yarrow's strong box. Lost Hearts. Yeah, I need to do that. The Butcher of Arc. Need to read more volumes of that. Gather knowledge of Enderal. Arcane Fever. Find a way to restrain the Arcane Fever. And Intro to Phantasmalism. Find and collect all souls in Enderal. Okay, so there's only 20 souls in Enderal. Okay. So it was rather fortuitous of me to start my my phantasmal journey when I did. It's dark and I don't necessarily want to try and make this journey at night. So we'll go ahead and sleep in the inn for now, which is down here actually. I don't know where I'm going.
My sir.
I don't like that that's a standard turn of phrase here. My sir. I've gotten to the point now where I use a lot more flout Is my room still my room, or is it somebody else's now? Do I have to pay for it again? Yep.
She was feared and desired. Beggars, thieves, and murderers.
Yeah, I need that. I need that room.
There is. Wonderful. I'll open up the room for you. Sleep soundly.
In the old days. Loot and contraband were passing through her hands.
I like the new songs they added.
No means to file or fell for her. The art of crime she mastered.
It's 8 now, so I'll wait 10 hours. So it'll be 6 whenever I'm actually up and about.
No one ever had. We just got a new delivery of ale. Anyone? The ruler of the Undercity.
I just don't see the fucking point.
Same.
My sir.
I don't need you to call me that anymore. Alright. I'm getting distracted. Let's, I've got a long journey ahead of myself, but I need to make my way back to, the starting camp. That looks unnatural. And by that I mean it actually looks like better animation than what is in the base game of Skyrim, which is why it looks unnatural. Because I'm used to the base game Skyrim motions and like things. And that was just a little too smooth to be base Skyrim. Alright, and so with a long journey ahead of us, let's tell some stories. So, the other day, a guy walked into our store, and he was... I don't know how to describe it, just like... I was just kind of doing my thing, and one of the people working in car seats and strollers called me over to help, because I worked in car seats and strollers for a very long time. It's something that I know a decent amount about. And maybe they had a question that only I could answer, right? It happens. So I go over there, and I can tell that my coworker is very distressed looking. And so I'm like, oh boy, what's going on here? We're like, what did I actually just walk into? And she goes, hey, this customer has some questions, and I'm having a hard time answering them. Can you help me? And I was like, sure, I suppose I can. What quest am I currently on? Oh. Jaspar must have headed back to Yarrow's house. That makes things a lot easier for me. What can I help you with? Like what's going on? He's like, he's got some questions that I'm not 100% sure on. Maybe you could help answer them. I was like, of course, I can do that, no problem. And she books it. My coworker essentially just like does a very polite, all right, here he is, goodbye, and just runs away. And I was like, oh no, this is really not boding well if this is her reaction to the scenario. But whatever, I'll answer the questions. You know, sometimes she's just weird about things. And this guy starts talking, and he's looking for a car seat. And at first, everything seems very normal. Just, you know, hey, I'm a guy, I'm looking for a car seat for my son. He's moving up from his infant seat. All right, cool. Could I suggest you this one? And he goes, all right, well, I was looking at this one over here. And he goes to one of like the cheaper seats, and I'm like, okay, yeah, I can understand why you would want to look at that seat. However, I can tell you now, that seat's not the best, and so it would be better if we went for one of these and explain the difference. And he goes, okay, you know, you make a really good point. And I explained a couple of things, and he was really into my explanation. And he goes, you know, it's sort of like long crane arm excavators. I was like, sorry, what? And he was like, yeah, do you know anything about long crane arm excavators? And I was like, well, no. And he goes into a 35-minute detailed explanation of the different kind of long arm excavators, how you can change out the boom and how you can do this, that, the other thing. But like the entire time I was like, I have no clue what you're talking about, sir. Like, just gonna sit here and chill. Hey, we can finally get into Yarrow's cellar. After all this time. Which means, while I'm down here, I can also do my intro to Phantasmalism. Ah, here it is. Create Talisman. What I need to do. I need an Iron Dagger, a Bloody Skull, 2 Ectoplasm, and 3 Bone Meal. Or, what changes here? Nothing changes, just it does it in 2 different directions. Alright, so I don't have everything I need. I need an Iron Dagger, a Bloody Skull, 2 Ectoplasm, and 2 more Bone Meal. So I can't make the dagger quite just yet. Whoa. Whoa, okay. But thank you. Ectoplasm. That's, I need 1 more Ectoplasm now. Fire salts. There's an Iron Dagger. There's the Ectoplasm. I need a Bloody Skull then. I assumed that they might have had like the majority of what I needed around the house anyway. That seems like something they would do in these scenarios. I want a torch out really quick, just to make it that much easier to see what I'm doing. Yep, Bloody Skull. So at this point, what I'm missing is Bone Meal. There's a trap. Hero's house is trapped to high heaven. Oh, this is where the well from his from the outside of his house goes. Oh, there's an ice claw in here. Cool. I just need bone marrow now. Oop, he had wine. Oh, but back to my story. We talked for a little bit about whatever. I need 1 more bone meal, and I'll be able to make my I think. Hey, there we go. Let's see here. I don't want to go that way. I want to go this way. Quick save really quick, because I don't want this to accidentally break on me. Create Talisman. I guess there's a different Iron Dagger, so it had to have a different thing, but yeah. Okay, how should the apparition react in combat? Balanced. Specialize a weapon and let it be equipped by a spectralize a weapon and let it be equipped by the apparition. Equipment. You do not wear a talisman. Oh, I gotta equip the talisman first. Equipment. Unlucky Vagrant. Equip item. Nope. How do I... Iron Dagger, a leather cuirass, old vagrant gauntlets, and leather boots. Equipment. Equip item. Okay, here we go. I can do this. In which case, I want him equipped with... I'm gonna need to make him new gear. But I'll give him leather cuirass. New specialized costs are higher than your resources. Oh. I need ectoplasm / bone meal and any soul gem. Ah. So if I want to spectralize something to make it to let him use it, it's expensive. Alright. Well, his current attributes. Let's quit for now then. Now I've got a talisman. Summons a deceased adventurer. Strength, one-handed, light armor, blocking. Well, he's got a dagger right now. If I can get my hands on one more bone meal, I can at least get him equipped with a, I'll find out something. I'll get him something soon. I probably won't summon him until I can get him a better weapon. I may even just give him my, yeah, there's the extra bone meal. I may wait and just get him, one of my other weapons. Because I want to keep my mace, but I might give him a mace. Hello, my guy. Great of you just leave all of those traps out there for me.
Well, if it isn't my new friend. Any luck?
Heading out a chat with Alfred. He seems to think that. Tell Alfred the story.
Well, that's interesting. Good work. That only leaves the mysterious object in the water. I'll have a closer look around here in the meantime.
Yeah, I found what Yara tried to get rid of. Here, have a look.
Interesting. I didn't know about his companion's fate, to be honest. Irony of fate, isn't it? Murdered by those you wanted to help. But the Order will definitely be interested in these letters. Well done. That should be all we need then. Splendid.
What about you? Did you find anything?
I did, and now I finally know what to make of it. Come, follow me.
Lead the way, Jaspar.
I present a Star People's lock, and I bet my buttocks we'll find another answer behind that door over there.
A Star People's lock? Never heard of that
Doesn't
before.
surprise me. This kind of lock is usually only found in treasuries or castles, but they can be picked, though that's going to be quite the challenge without the bolts.
You need bolts to open them?
Normally, yeah. It's quite simple, actually. Every keyhole has a matching bolt that latches into place once you insert it. And once all the keyholes, 5 in our case, are latched, the door the lock protects opens up. If you don't have the matching bolts, however, you should prepare yourself for the most frustrating break-in of your life. That is, if you don't happen to be Jaspar, who knows a little trick.
What kind of trick?
You can use wooden sticks instead of bolts. They'll break a couple of seconds after you put them inside the lock, but if you manage to get all 5 sticks into place before the first one breaks, you can basically trick the mechanism. It's all about speed, in other words. So I'd say you do the running, and I'll wait near the pressure plate. You ready?
All right, let's do it.
Splendid. Here are the sticks. All right, go!
By pressing sprint, you can sprint. Equipped weapons and armors slow you down. Oh, so what is the sprint button then? I am confused. I am confusion. What is the sprint button? If it's not shift. Enderal. Hero, meditation. Call apparition is G. Call mount is L. Deactivate red book. Deactivate red books. Skip videos. Menu tutorials, crafting tutorials, combat and talent tutorials. Deactivate quest tutorials and other tutorials. No, I don't want to do any of that. Just want to settings, gameplay. What is the sprint button now? Controls. Sprint is left alt. Fuck that. Hold on. My chat scrolled for some reason. Oh, hold on. I've been able to sprint this whole time, and I just didn't know how to do it. Oh, chest is empty. Well, Jim. Recipe. Thistle and small pearl for that. Increases movement speed in wolf form. Can only be used by lycanthropes. So it'll probably be fastest for me to bam, 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 then drop down, bam, bam. Be here.
Brilliant. We're really good at this. Now let's take a look and see what the old Magister didn't want anyone to see, shall we?
Oh shit. Dude, just standing close to this thing hurts you. Huh. That's not good.
Oh, a fire elemental. Not a weak one. This Yarrow knew about magic, that's for sure. That leaves us with the question of what exactly this is supposed to be.
Looks like a corpse, but worse.
I suppose that's his companion. Though it's interesting that he was already on the wrong side of the law way before his rampage.
He's on the wrong side of the
law?
law?
Burials are considered heathen here in Enderal, and have been forbidden for about 300 years now. Here, corpses are always cremated. The whole thing's called the Last Journey. The deceased is taken to a place he or she considered special during his or her life immediately after dying. That's the only way the soul can move on to the eternal paths. Sounds very poetic, but I'm pretty sure the only reason the Order introduced the law was to prevent plagues. Plus, they might have noticed that too many lost ones running around on trade routes aren't that much fun for wanderers and traveling merchants.
So burying someone is considered a crime?
Yeah, but of course that only goes for the little man. The rich and powerful still tend to their family crypts. And there are still plenty of old vaults around from the time before this whole Last Journey thing was begun. And it's good that way. What would life as a treasure hunter be like without the notorious noble looking for family jewels in a century-old grave?
So now what?
Let's take a look around and see if we find anything.
Probably don't need my torch out anymore. Put it away. And I need to eat some food. I'll go ahead and eat some cabbage soup.
Beloved Sira, this is my last letter. In it, I ask for forgiveness, for it was I who murdered you. No, of course, it wasn't me who held the knife, but it was me who infected you with my fallacy. The fallacy that the world wants to be saved. It doesn't. Yes, Sira. There's still a part of me who refuses to believe these words, even as I write them. But just one look is enough to prove me a fool. We have so much, yet we are never content. We could make peace, yet we choose war. We embrace hatred over love. And no, Sira, there is no hope, no silver lining, no matter how much we try to tell ourselves the opposite. Mankind is at its end. It has been since some mad god created it for his amusement. A Quiranian philosopher once said that there comes a time in our lives when we make a choice. A choice to live virtuously, yet in austerity, or ignobly, yet in pleasure. The philosopher called this second choice choosing the void, because this is what lurks behind its pretty face. Do you see it now, Sira? The bitter truth? They all chose the void, all but us. We who dreamed of something bigger. We who were willing to make a sacrifice for the greater good. Just imagine what we could have done if we hadn't been alone. But we were alone from the very beginning. And no, Sira, these words do not come easy. You of all people should know that. I wanted to believe there was hope. I wanted to believe that all one has to do is remain strong, but look where our idealism brought us. Here I am, in front of your dead body, murdered by those you wanted to help. We should have fled to a faraway isle to grow old together, but we didn't. And why? Because I corrupted you with my delusions. I, too, will go, Sira. I don't think there is life after death, and I do not care. But before I make my exit, I will give this world what it deserves. Do you remember? They all chose the void. They shall have it.
What's that? Let me see. Uh-huh. A tragic ending for a tragic personality, I'd say. Well, I think that should suffice.
What do you think about all this?
What should I think about it? Yarrow was a self-righteous fool, just like all these do-gooders are. They celebrate themselves as great messiahs as long as everything goes well, but once they fail, it's the bad, bad world that's responsible for it. The wise hermit has a good saying for that. People are only idealists until it starts to hurt. He and his lady should have simply stayed in Riverville.
Let's see here. Mankind wouldn't be where it is without idealists. If it weren't for them, we'd probably still be worshipping the person out.
Glad you see it that way.
So this is next.
Yeah, we are. Here, I've got 2 teleport scrolls that can take us right back to Riverville. Just meet me in the tavern once you're ready to go. I have some stuff to take care of, so there's no need to hurry. Farewell.
Alrighty then. I need to... I've got a soul, but I need to gather up the, and I've got the materials. I just need to gather up the remaining, like, I need to gather... I want to get this guy a new sword. Or whatever I can make that would be good for him. Let's see here. What do I know how to make? I can make a war axe, an iron war axe. That's the only, like, one-handed weapon I know how to make. So I'll phantasmal him a new weapon as soon as I can. Which will actually probably be as soon as I get home. As soon as I get back to Riverville. Which I've got 2 teleport scrolls, so I can use one now really quick, and then I can use another one in a second. Concept of fast traveling is really interesting. Do you?
No, I just put them out for you to look at.
Iron daggers, iron sword might be better. If you had a mace, that would have been the best, but You don't.
Walk blessed.
Yet?
Do you have anything worth having? General store.
Oh, hello. A bit of this and that. Feel free to take a look.
See here. No blueprints, though. You do have a golden goblet. Or no, I need a golden chalice, don't I? The thing that I need.
Walk blessed.
Walk blessed, my... How may I help you?
Let's head down this way. Let's see if I can get anything better than a, because I don't think a sword's going to deal more damage than an axe. The mace will deal the most damage.
Of course.
But I don't know if I want him with a sword or a mace. Oh, iron mace. Perfect. Here we go. I'll just grab that off of you really quick.
Acts like a sublime. Some people just don't know their place.
Let's see here. Can I smelt down any ore? Do I have any ore to smelt down? I don't. Do I have any items to dismantle? I need 2 iron. And an extra iron dagger. I've got an iron war axe, and that'll give me what I need to then go to the forge and make an iron mace. Because it's 8 damage versus 6. I'll make him an iron mace. And now I head back to Yarrow's hut with my stuff. And I can give him a I can give my Vagrant, which I can summon eventually. I can summon him now, I think, actually. Let me pull out my Warhammer really quick, because I'm about to be set upon by wolves. Moon carrot. What is this? Or is there a highwayman here? Oh yeah, several highwaymen. This will be good for me.
Fucking piece of...
Give me my fire claymore. Yeah, that's fine. Now that it's out of charge, my iron warhammer's better.
No. You fucking
All right. Go ahead and gather up your gear. And I now have reasons to collect bloody skulls off of people. Is that the barren tree in the west? I think I found it. It's the tree prophesied in the writings. Also, I hear a vern root. Or Vinroot. I'm betting this is what I'm supposed to be looking for. I just don't know where I'm supposed to be looking on it. Ooh, there's some stone steps over here. Ooh, and some iron ore. Always good to find iron, because I need more and more of it, it seems, every day. I feel like I'm getting closer and closer. Whatever I'm supposed to be finding. Gold knight, a sword, and a strongbox. A shit ton of pennies, and a note. The note was to the finder. Let's see here. Note to the finder. Dear finder, if you read this, it means that you've found my legacy. Whoever you are, take it and use it for something meaningful. I repeat myself, meaningful. Under no circumstances under no circumstances I will give my daughters and their idiotic activities even a single penny of my hard-earned money. B. Leclerc. So I found a bunch of pennies on him. Or I think some pennies, and Cold Knight, the sword. Well, now I can take this back to the boy. Let's see here. That's exciting. And then we can head to Yarrow's house, and I may even have a new sword for the guy, instead of having to give him that iron mace that I made. Cold Knight is a, oh, it's a great sword. Oh, it's a great sword. Okay, even better. That's my sword, then. I get to use that. In which case, he's still getting that mace that I made. But I can sell my old greatsword now. My greatsword of flame, because I've got Cold Knight now, which is a slightly better version of it. Well, better is maybe not the best word for it, but you know.
What? Really? That's awesome! How much was it? I get one half, you get the other.
Give.
Oh, wow. This is so much. Man, you are awesome. Do you know that? Thanks a bunch. I really hope this is enough for the pointy beard man. Come by anytime if you want to talk, okay? You're a good person, and Mommy always says there are too few.
Yeah, it was 100 pennies total, and I just gave him 50. Alright, well, now we can head to Silas. Now that we've gotten that out of our system. Yeah, that Claymore is technically only slightly better than, Cold Knight is only technically slightly better than my Warhammer. Because my Warhammer is, 15 points of damage. Cold Knight is 12 points of damage with 4 points of cold damage, which makes it 16 points of damage. 1 point higher. While it's enchanted. 1 point higher than my Warhammer. But I also think that swords swing faster than maces. Because unlike in Oblivion, it was not divided by two-handed versus one-handed. It was divided by blades versus blunt. And so you could be a blade wielder, and you could wield evenly a claymore and a sword, like just a regular sword. So it was possible in previous iterations of the game, or of this series, for that to be the case. It's not the case in Skyrim because it's divided between two-handed and one-handed. So the general divide is that swords swing faster, but deal less damage, and warhammers and like maces and blunt weapons swing slower but deal more damage. And axes are like a sort of in between, where they swing relatively fast but not as fast, and they don't deal as much damage as a mace. Whenever I played Skyrim, I typically always used the axes in the tree, because there was an upgrade in the, whether it be the one-handed or the two-handed skill tree, whichever one I was using, there was a skill that made it so that axes dealt extra like bleeding damage over time, and I always liked bleeding damage over time. Maces could like stun enemies, and swords had a chance to deal critical damage. If I were smart and I had like a good build set up, critical damage probably would have been better for me, but I didn't think that far ahead. I just liked the idea of an axe causing bleed damage and it being a good middle-of-the-road weapon. So that was my entire thought process on why I used axes versus hammers and swords. And I assume, because this is based on Skyrim, that those weapons still hold those same properties. I keep forgetting I have a sprint button now. You know, I didn't upgrade his mace to superior, but whatever. New spirit costs are 1 bone meal or ectoplasm and 1 soul gem available too. Okay. I can get him at least maybe one more thing. What is his current gear? You want to bind this to the apparition? Yes, spectralize. Okay. So he's currently equipped with, oh, that's not right. Leather boots, leather cuirass, old vagrant gauntlets, leather boots. I spectralized him a new mace, so he should now be equipped with an iron mace. Yep, iron mace, there it is. A leather cuirass, old vagrant gauntlets, and a leather boots. But now I should be able to hit G. Nope, it's not letting me do G to summon him. I thought it was G to summon him. I could be wrong. Let's see here. Oh, I can summon. Summons the apparition bound to your talisman. If it is already summoned, it is instead unsummoned. So I should now be able to... Hey! Combat style. Defensive. So now I actually have a companion, and you can see he's got a health bar in the top left corner. Whenever combat becomes a consideration... Oh, speaking of... Come on, Vagrant. Yeah, we definitely need to work on being able to get you more gear. Because you need a shield if you're going to be defensive. You need a shield and you need, let's see here. What is your general attributes? I still can't see what your general attributes are. But I want to say you favor blocking and light armor anyway, so... Wow, there was no way that I should have been able to get that in one go. I just was all over the place with that. Alright. Well, we need to head back to Riverville really quick. I actually need to eat some food while I'm at it. I'll just eat some of this crusty bread. Now that I remember that I can sprint, I can actually make the journey a little bit faster. I can't remember. Does unsummoning my guy cause me to gain arcane fever? You summon the apparition bound to your equipment, and if it dies or leaves the reality due to other reasons, you are getting arcane fever proportional to the health the apparition lost since it was summoned. Oh, okay. So if I get rid of him now, he really hasn't lost any HP, so I could get rid of him now and I don't gain that much arcane fever. Cool. Alright, so I know how to use my apparition now. I need more soul stones going forward now, though. Because if I'm going to be summoning my apparition, I want him to be able to defend himself. But I do like the idea of that apparition thing. It's kind of interesting that there's only 20 souls total in the entirety of the game. But I suppose being able to like pick and choose souls as you please would be a little overpowered. You know, I've walked this path so many times now, back and forth between Yarrow's house and the village. Give me the butterflies. They're good butterflies. They're the healing ones. I can make health potions with them. I'm really digging Enderal so far. Butterflies. You know, I'm obsessed with collecting them and getting enough stuff so that I can have some health potions, but simultaneously using health potions in the field is going to get very dangerous since I'm already at like 30 some odd for my arcane fever. But we should be, Jaspar should be taking me to his guys who are supposedly able to help me with my arcane fever. So that would be beneficial. Let's see here. I need to actually maybe have that quest equipped now. That's right, we were going to meet at the inn.
Malfest's blessing.
Wow, if it isn't my new pal. How about a sip of wine?
They roam across the land.
Sure.
Here you go. So, are you ready for our little journey? It seems that Riverville's Myrod's injured, so we'll have to go by foot.
What's a Myrod?
Oh, right. You wouldn't know that since you're Naramese. Myrods are giant flying creatures. Quite nasty when wild, quite useful when tamed. You can find Myrod towers all over Enderal. And for a small fee, the keepers in their Myrods can take you from point A to B in no time.
Okay, so there's fast
As I
travel
said,
again.
Riverville's Myrod's injured, so we'll have to walk. Splendid. Let's wait until nightfall, though. That way it's less likely we'll run into an ambush in the pass. One more thing. Up to now, you've seemed more like the close combat type to me. In battle, I mean. Am I right?
I guess so, yeah.
I knew it. I'm asking because I was in the market just now stocking up on provisions, and I got myself some new reading material. Here, I think you might find this useful.
In Enderal, your combat-oriented skills only raise through learning books. These can be found when you or bought from merchants to consume 1 learning point when used. Especially further into the game, you will need high skill values, so you should always save a part of your income for learning books. Worksman's guides work the same way, though they only raise your non-combat oriented skills. They consume crafting points instead of learning points and are considerably cheaper.
The Arizalian in My Bed, Sensual Confessions of a Vagabond Lady, Volumes 1 and 2. You know, for the lonely nights. Jokes aside, these are learning books from arcanists or master fencers, depending on what you read. You know how to fight, but if you want to get better, you have to enjoy reading these once in a while.
Thanks.
You're welcome. Then off we go, I'd say. You go on ahead. Just take the route leading north out of Riverville. It'll lead us straight to the mountain pass.
Okay. Another character accompanies you now. As long as you follow the preset path, Jespar will follow you. If you leave the path, you do not need to go back to Jespar. Just look out for the notification Jespar follows you again. After some moments, he will be back by your side. If not, he will once you arrive to the foreign quarters of Ark.
Malfest's blessings.
Let's see here. I got a couple of learning books there, so let's see here. Heavy armor, mentalism, one-handed, two-handed. Grab a couple of block books while I'm at it. Learning book for an extra memory point. That's useful.
His blessings.
So the higher my, let's see here. The higher my heavy armor skill is, the better off. Heavy armor determines how much protection you can receive from iron and steel. Heavy armor is subject to the memories of the keeper. Two-handed determines the damage you do with two-handed weapons, like warhammers or Bidenhander, which would be like a Zweihander or a 2.5 hand sword. Two-handed is subject to memories of the Vandal. So the more I increase those skills, the stronger my weapons become. So we just need to head north.
Some shifts never end.
Yeah, we're headed for Ark. So just follow the signs for Ark. But yeah, back to my back to my crazy customer story. I know this is a long time after I was talking about that earlier, but after he went on and on about like long arm excavators, I was confused, but I was hoping that like being genial with his description and letting him like go through his. I do it all the time. I explain things. I over-explain things that I'm excited about. It seems like the kind of thing that he was very into, and I was able to at least put in a thing here or there to let him know that I was listening. And he was just about ready to purchase the car seat when he was like, okay, well, this, that, the other thing. I always try to buy local. But simultaneously, I could probably get this at a better price on Amazon, and I really shouldn't buy it here because I can get it at a better price on Amazon. Well, first off, spoilers. No, you cannot. You cannot get this at a better price on Amazon because Amazon does not sell the seat that you're looking at. Second off, if you could get a better price at Amazon, I've already got it here in store and we price match. So, whatever. I explained that to him. And he was still like, I don't know, I get a better deal with the shipping fees, this, that, the other thing. I was like, you're not shipping anything. You're buying it straight from the store and taking it home with you today. I don't know why you keep talking about shipping fees. And he kept confirming with me and like reassuring me that I buy local. But I was like, but you don't. You're trying to find a reason to not buy local. Oh, you used 2 daggers. That's cool. But like you spent forever trying to tell me how you don't buy local. You just buy on Amazon, except that you keep saying you buy local. But anyway, after talking with him for several minutes about that,
Eager to explore, aren't you? Take your time. I'll wait. I can use a break anyway.
A wood elemental. But then, after what I thought was plenty of time for him to do his thing and decide, somebody calls him. Like, somebody calls him on his phone, right? And I'm like, cool. Well, we're going to be here for another, like, you know, forever minutes. So...
there you are. Let's push on.
We decide to... Like, he gets a call, and he has to take it. It's his wife. He's talking to his wife, and he's going on and on about how, yes, he is in fact in the store right now. That she could call the store to confirm that that's where he is, and he gave him my name to say, yeah, look, you can go talk to this guy, and he'll let you know that I was here. And I was like, okay, this is a bit weird. And then as soon as he hung up, he was like, he basically just turned to me and said, I'm going through a divorce, and I can't wait to stop having to be Mr. Nice Guy so I don't have to deal with this bitch anymore. And I was like, whoa, hold, like, back it up a little bit, buddy. That is a lot to drop on somebody. But I didn't say that out loud. I was just like, okay, cool, And then he went on and on about how his wife, who he's trying to get a divorce, did drugs, and the baby came out with like an opiate disorder, and so that was why they were getting divorced, and he needed a car seat, but he didn't want her to know that he was buying a car seat. It's just this, that, the other thing. It was a whole lot of stuff.
Now look at that. A lonesome traveler. Folks just never learn.
Just a scratch.
Let me go ahead and summon my man. My man's here. Does me no good to have him if I'm not using him. Oh, I'm carrying too much now. Whoops. I probably should have broken my inventory down before I left. I've got a lot of random gear. I did not mean to open up that inventory. Let me drop clothes. Well, fine clothes can be sold for a decent amount. What do I not need to be carrying? That's going to be weighing me down. Let's focus on weight. Heavy leather cuirass is worth, or it weighs more than it's really worth. So I'll drop it, and that gets me in a much better spot weight-wise, though I'm pretty much full on weight now. But I bet he sold you. Scroll of Soul Trap. So the journey begins. I might be able to get him. Oh, was that nails? Nails, those are good. I may be able to provide him with a, I may be able to provide my Vagrant with a shield after all very soon. Sooner than I expected, at least. Leather helmet. Gold arrows. Poison. Iron gauntlets. Yeah, the iron gauntlets are going to be too much for me to carry. Let's see here. Leather cuirass is worth a lot of money for what it is. Vagrant dress weighs more and is worth less. I'll drop a vagrant dress. That gives me decent amount of weight back. Especially because these highwaymen probably still have at least something decent on them. There were 2 others. I completely looted those 2 bodies. You just had a tunic and shoes on you, though. You're fine. And then, so after telling me that, right, he goes on and on about how his wife is a terrible person, that he can't wait to get a divorce because he's the one that filed for the divorce. So they're basically needling him for finding anything and everything that they can use against him in the divorce to get more out of him, because apparently they're all good for nothings. So I'm like, cool, I don't think that you should be telling me this. This is a lot of information about your personal life that you are confiding in a man that you're also arguing about the price of things for. He would then also, like, I would explain something to him, right? I would explain something to him.
Hang on a second.
And immediately after I explained something
Quite the
to
sight,
him, he would mansplain it to
like
me.
These that make life so damn worth living. This place was once a trading post, in case you're wondering, but it's been
I'd never
deserted
been
ever since the
mansplained to
isolation.
before.
Yeah, that's what we call the decree that was made 30 years ago here in Enderal. Simply put, the Order decided to reduce their trade with other countries of the civilized world to a minimum. Not a very economical choice to make, but that was roughly the time when the Lightborn Eradan left Narim. The Order was probably afraid something similar could happen in Enderal. You know, open harbors quicken the exchange of information, which in turn quickens rebellious thinking, and so on. Since the decree, trading in Enderal has been subject to very strict regulations, and only the wealthy can still afford things like Termatralian wine or Kalain spices. Anyway, since then, a lot of once flourishing trading posts have closed down, such as the Three Rivers Watch down at the Sun Coast, or this one.
Interesting.
Yeah. If you want to take a look for yourself, feel free. If not, let's push on. We still have a good march ahead of us.
Yeah, I'll check it out. But then he finally agrees to get the car seat that we're looking at. But as soon as he agrees to get the car seat that we're looking at, he then immediately like, not necessarily backpedals, but like is already trying to figure out like how can he return this car seat? Like how can he decide to return this car seat if he said if it isn't the right one or if it doesn't fit what he needs. But I could tell what he was really saying, which was if he gets like found out to have it, because I don't think his wife would like. His wife was the kind of person that apparently, like, if he had that, she was going to try and use it against him somehow. So after all of that, after every last, oh look, there's a magical symbol in here. But after all of that, he was then immediately trying to figure out how he could return it. I was like, okay, it's cool. Like, we have a pretty good return policy. So long as it is in new or like new condition, and so long as it's new in its original box and you've got proof of purchase. And I explained to him what proof of purchase was. He then went on and about like, oh, you guys can just email me my receipt, right? And I was like, yeah, when you get to the front, just make sure that you follow these steps to like put in your phone number into our pen pad, and that allows you to do it. He goes, oh, I don't have to do that. You guys already have my email address because I get the coupons. And I was like, well, you get the coupons, sir, but that doesn't necessarily mean that our system even understands like who you are, let alone if this transaction is actually yours or not. So we can't just look it up based off of that. There's nothing that is actually like linking your account that way. He goes, well, no, I mean, I get the emails. I get coupons. So you guys have my email address already. You can just email me the receipt. And I was like, cool. I'm going to have to like walk this guy through the process of how to actually do an email receipt because he just refuses to actually learn how to do an email receipt. Where am I going? Oh, I guess I need to follow this mountain pass all the way through because we're headed to Ark up this way. Then when we get up to the front, and I think he's about to check out, he's almost ready to check out. First off, I walk the seat up and I place it in the customer service box like we always do, just because it's easier for customer service to actually get it that way, like to actually get to the receipt that way. Or not the receipt, the barcode, so they can scan it. The dude follows me into the customer service box. So he is standing inside customer service, and the cashier looks very like concerned, and I'm like, I give her a placating look like, this dude's weird as fuck, just sort of like deal with it for a minute. He very quickly, like, as soon as we get up there, we get everything rung up, he's ready to check out, and he goes, oh, by the way, I had this, I bought this crib. And I don't have the receipt, and I don't know what it is, but I want to get the full-size rails for it. And I was like, okay, weird request, but simultaneously something that I could probably get my hands on. What's the crib? And he's like, I don't know. I was like, all right, well, without knowing the crib, I'm not really going to be able to find like a good, I'm not going to be able to find what we're looking for, but I'll give it my best. I was like, I'll give it my best, I guess, like, just whatever information you can provide me. And he goes, well, I purchased it here, like, a couple months ago. Or, like, I purchased it here back in, like, July. And I was like, okay. He goes, and I was like, oh, so it was purchased here in store? And he goes, yeah. I said, I purchased it here, back in July.
Hey, you there. Yes, you. Come over here. Hey. You there. Yes, you. Come over here. Now, I need your help.
And I just, like, I had this dumbfounded look of, like, how am I supposed to respond to this man being an absolute unhinged lunatic?
In that camp by the fire. But it's his turn to take watch, and I'm bloody freezing out here. Tell him to come here right now, else I will go back to Ark without him.
All right. A lot of blood in this camp, sir.
Oh, does he now? Then listen up, pal. Since we've come here, that fat bastard has done nothing other than get plastered. Tell him that until he's sober, I won't move a finger width from this fire.
This is an interesting quest. Ulvar said, you're an idiot who has done nothing but get plastered. Until you sober up, he won't come.
I'm drunk because this idiot made me wait out here for hours. If it weren't for him, we would be on our way back to Ark already. Tell him to move his fat ass over here right now.
All right. Hello again. Unvar told me to tell you to move your fat arse.
Oh, did he now? Well then, you tell him that what he wants interests me as much as the color of his fucking balls.
Wonderful. Oh, this is amazing.
What? All right, that's it. Go and kick that bloody moron's ass, give him a knuckle sandwich, smack him in the gob, spank the living shit. Ah, you know what I mean.
Okay, your responsibility.
Yes, my responsibility.
Go ahead and unequip my and unsummon him just in case. I chatted with your brother. He told me to give you a knuckle sandwich and to spank the living shit out of you.
Oh yeah? Well, I'd love to see that.
All right, and back to him. That is yes.
Good. That will teach him a lesson. Here, take this for your help. Now get lost, or I need to take a nap.
That's some roasted rabbit's foot. Well, I'm over and covered now.
Welcome to the Enderalian people, my friend. Huh? What, you mean the living dead, the Watirs everywhere, the frenzied civilians? I'd say this country's seen better times. But at least something happens. It makes this place less boring.
Okay, I can't trade with him. Let's see here. I guess I don't need to be carrying 8 pumpkins. It's probably slowing me down at least a little bit. Go ahead and re-equip my Cold Knight.
What?
And I can re-summon my Vagrant. But, so, dude has no clue. He's being really weird. And I go, okay, well, I'll search for your file. Like, what could it possibly be under? And he goes, okay, well, it could be under this name. Which, like, I was like, what's your name? And he's, okay, it could be, okay, this is my name. But it could also be under this other name. Because, I sold my generator to this guy. But the guy that bought my generator... instead of just giving me the money, I told him to go ahead and buy my crib for me. And I was like, all right, an unnecessarily weird amount of information, but regardless, let's go ahead and, like, handle this part of this aspect now. So what are the other names? He goes, okay, it could be this name, it could be this name, or it could be the name of a company. And I was like, a company? He was like, yeah. This other company, this company from, you know, this, that, the other thing. I was like, all right, so I currently have that it could be your name, your friend's name, or the name of a company because that was the card that it was purchased under. He's like, yes. He's like, all right. I would like to reiterate that none of this is making any sense, but cool, whatever. Searched for it, not a thing. Not a fucking thing. It doesn't look like this man has ever purchased anything in our store in his entire life. Whatever. So I come back outside after about, like, 10 minutes looking in the back for his file, and I cannot find his file. So I go, okay, you said that you saw it in the back and you just went ahead and got it, right? And he was like, yep, that's right. And I was like, could you show it to me if we were to walk over to the section? Could you point it out for me? And he goes, yeah, of course I could. I've got, you know, a perfect memory. And as we walk up, and he's like, okay, I will go ahead and do the order for you. Or no, he's like, okay, I'll show it to you. I was like, is this it? Does this look familiar? Is this the item that we are looking for? And he was like, yeah, it's this one right here. It's this exact crib. So perfect. You guys found the crib. And I was like, awesome. So now that we've got the crib found, that is a lot of guys. Oh boy. Then I go, okay, so we can get the rails for that. And he goes, actually, I've decided that I don't want the rails anymore. I'm just going to sell my crib. Alright, it's gonna be worth it to use a couple of potions here. Ah, we lost the body. Okay, whatever. I'm full on shit, so I can't just, like, keep picking stuff up, but I want to. Because they've probably got a lot of good stuff. I'll at least try to gather up the gold where I can. But, so, after going through all the amount that I did to try and find this man's, files and everything, right? He then immediately goes, okay, well, I actually don't want that. I actually don't want that. I'm just gonna sell my crib and I'll buy a new bed. And I was like, okay, I'm at the point now where I don't give a flying fuck what you want to do. You're just making this impossible for me. So I'm gonna write off whatever you're saying as, like, batshit insane, and we're just gonna go about our business. Like, we're gonna go do our thing. We're gonna finish this conversation, and you and I will never speak again. Like, I just need to get you out of my store. But then he decides, like, he wants to tell me why he doesn't want it, because it's not enough that, like, he doesn't want it, like, whatever. He wants to tell me why he doesn't want it. which is that he thinks that the crib itself is too flimsy, and it's not going to hold up over time. He wants a crib that'll hold up over time, and these cribs, they just won't hold up over time. And he knows this because he's got this crib, and he's, you know, super invested in this one thing. And he goes on to tell me why this crib won't hold together because of welding practices. He goes, "Do you know anything about, like, welding? This, that, the other thing." I was like, "No, sir, I don't know anything about welding. Why would I know anything at all about welding?" And he's like, "Okay, well, I'll tell you." And then he goes on for another, like, 30 minutes to tell me about how to weld. I'm just so tired of talking to this guy at this point. I'm so tired of talking to this guy at this point. And then he finally decides to go leave, and he almost doesn't even take his book with him, or his not book. What am I talking about? His chair with him, or not chair, his car seat that he bought. He bought a car seat and then just, like, almost just decided not to take it with him because it was just too much effort to, like, get it and pick it up and whatever. Oh, thank you. That is a very nice item. So I spent about an hour and a half with this man as he described to me his failing love life with his drugged out wife, why he needed a car seat. He then explained, like, that he could get a better deal at Amazon even though he couldn't, but decided to take this car seat anyway because he was going to be a good guy about it. Oh. I hear whispers. Net of souls. Where is the...
Eager to explore, aren't you? Take your time, I'll wait. I can use a break anyway.
Okay, the soul is up here. It's somewhere up here. But I need to wait again to reactivate my net of souls. But I can get another soul. But yeah, that is my ridiculous story that happened recently to me.
Sorry. I know. I can't sing.
Rugar One Eye. I've collected the soul. Rugar One Eye. I'm glad I decided to come over here and check.
Good. Let's go. We shouldn't waste any more time.
And now it's actually, you know, daytime. Which means we will actually be able to see what's happening on the road now. As opposed to it just being dark, dank, and impossible to tell what's going on. I need to switch my power back over to either Tempest or Summon Apparition. I had two. I had Summon and Call Apparition. Oh, teleport your currently summoned apparition to you. Okay. I guess if it gets stuck, that's useful. This is pretty. I'm glad it's all sunshiny out here now when we're in this area. Oh no. Corpse of a tomb robber. Gold steel arrows and a silver bowl.
Eager to explore, aren't you? Take your time, I'll wait. I can use a
I'm not
break
exploring,
anyway.
it's just want to you know, do some fighting. I will very soon not be using this sword because it'll lose its magical power.
Eager to explore, aren't you?
No, I'm just... Like, if I go like 5 feet off the path, he doesn't want to follow me anymore. I'm over encumbered again.
I can use a break.
Let's see here. Can I maybe drop a potion or something that I don't need on me? I'll drink that cure disease potion. I guess I'll drop both of my vagrant dresses just because they're not that useful.
Ah, there you are.
And now I don't have gangrene anymore, I don't believe. A little concerning, but that's fine. Arc is this way. Yeah, between Coldheart and my Claymore of Fire, the Claymore of Fire is actually a better weapon overall. I'm not going to explore anymore. I'm already basically full on inventory still. We'll make our way to Arc, and then I can come back once I'm done with Arc to explore. But, yeah, if I can get my hands on some more stuff to help recharge my weapons, it'll be better for me to recharge the Claymore of Fire rather than Coldheart. Because Coldheart is only 16 damage, the Claymore is 17 damage. I guess that's Arc. I think we're almost here, I think. Yep. Just a straight road to Arc now, at this point. That's fine. Good. Oh. Oh. Oh no. I've made a mistake. That goat was, somebody's property. Let's go to my last autosave. Not that far away. Let's go ahead and deactivate my apparition. I don't really need him around right now. And Cold Knight's pretty much out of charge, so my Warhammer's better now. Stag had a lot more health than I expected it to. I could probably blast it with some magic, couldn't I?
What? Haven't had enough yet? As you wish.
That's a cool spell. I've also picked up a couple more entropy spells, right? Yeah, Casanova, Grave Curse, Summon Ancestor, and then there's Ghostly Wolf. Summons an ancestral spirit at level 7 to fight for you for 90 seconds. That's good. Grave Curse for 7 seconds. Oh yeah, they explode. And then Casanova unleashes a Casanova at the target enemy, which does 11 points of entropic damage. This damage raises by 13% per 10% of your current lost health. Whoa, that's cool. Man, I should have maybe gone down magic tree a little bit more than I did. I kind of just decided that I was going to be using two-handed weapons, and I didn't even realize how cool magic was going to be in this game. Because they use all new magic trees and everything. I should have maybe assumed that I couldn't just willy-nilly kill the goats outside of Ark. Tower.
Yes?
Discovering locations is nice because it increases my experience, just like anything else does. It's basically the system for experience gain and stuff like that is very similar, more similar to Fallout than it is Elder Scrolls. Mithril Bird Song. Poet plays in Ark. Songs to be performed. Thou art my sweet spring blossom, your lips are sweet as honey. Naught compares to your golden hair. Blow me like a battle trombone. If gruntroot, parsley, or god's tongue. If sheercap, mint, or potions done. Muriel's Mixtures has them all. Herbs for alchemist's soul. That's cool.
Yes?
Well, here we are, we've made it to Ark.
Sir? You're here. I, didn't know you were on patrol today, too.
Fine. Normally I wouldn't be. But Darwin's wife got sick, so...
We officially made it to Ark. This is further than I've ever been in this game, by the way. In Enderal, I've gotten to the point where I've gotten to talk to Jaspar, and that's about it. Or like where I've gotten Jaspar to follow me, and then I pretty much stopped after that.
And here we are. Welcome to Ark.
Within Ark, you may also use signposts to travel back and forth between the different districts. To do so, just walk in front of a signpost and interact
Things
with it.
to take care of here. So let's meet at the market once you're ready to meet Grandmaster Tealor Arenthiel and his mages in person, all right?
Could you tell me a little bit more about the city? Where can I find some new gear, for example?
Oh, sure. I should have thought of that. Pardon me. All right, then. Ark is divided into 5 districts, not counting the harbor. The Foreign Quarter, where we are right now, the Marketplace, the Nobles' Quarters, the South Quarter, and the Temple. If you're looking to gear up, I guess the market would be the place to go. You can find anything there, from food to weapons, armor, and whatever else you need. If it's magical supplies and alchemy you need, however, you best try your luck in the Nobles' Quarters. But prepare yourself for some dismissive looks. Up there's also the bathing house and the theater, in case you have the coin for that. Finally, there's the temple, which is hard to overlook. Normal citizens are not permitted to enter it, and from up there, the Holy Order reigns over this country. But if all goes according to plan, you'll soon see it from the inside. And then there's the Undercity.
Undercity? That doesn't sound too inviting.
Yeah, it doesn't, and it isn't. The Undercity's a cluster of caves directly beneath our feet. And down there is where the poor and the sick live, not to mention those that the Order doesn't like to see in their neat, pretty streets in the upper city. Not a place I'd recommend you visit, at least not unless you're looking for mischievous things.
Tealor Arenthiel, the former Grand Master of the Holy Order. I thought he was imprisoned in Nirem.
By his own son, Nerazul, yeah. But roughly 2.5 years ago, he suddenly appeared back in Enderal, accompanied by a handful of mages who once fought against him in the Great War. Weird, I know, but that's how it was.
Let me get this straight. The Lightborn's most trusted servant returned to Enderal together with his former arch-nemesis?
He did, yeah. It seems that something happened between him and them that made them sort out their issues, you could say. They're allies now, and frankly, nobody quite knows why. You can imagine what kind of uproar that caused among the Holy Order itself. But in the end, Arenthiel got things his way. You can say what you want about him, but he never lost his charisma, that's for sure.
So that means the Lightborn's most vicious enemies now work together with the Lightborn's most faithful servants. That's bizarre.
You're telling me. But apparently their alliance has something to do with this red madness. I guess we'll see what happens.
Okay, I think I'll find my way around.
Then see you later and enjoy your stay.
Alright. I'm now level 7. You earned 5 learning points, 4 crafting points, and a memory point. I'll take another stamina. I'll take another health upgrade. I've got a couple of memory points at this point. Let's see here. How many memory points do I have? I've got 3. Bloodthirst. Raise your attack speed with 2-handed weapons. Yes, please. Deep wounds. Attacks with a greatsword have a 10% chance to do critical damage. Yep. Attacks with battle axes do bleeding damage. Yep, it's this. It's exactly what I was saying. Attacks with warhammers ignore 30% of armor rating. Staggering stance. Percent chance to stagger. With a backwards power attack has a chance of 10% to paralyze the target. You're performing a power attack with 2-handed weapons while sprinting. You deal a critical hit, which doubles the damage. Grants you steady health regeneration while you're fighting with a 2-handed weapon. Ooh, that's good. Stamina costs of power attacks. What can I get down this tree? Arcane Smith. Improve enchanted weapons and armor. Wise Enchanter. Tier 1 enchantments are 10% stronger. Arcane Disassembling. You can dismantle enchanted weapons and armor. Then Soulsmith. You can make talismans from souls with the rank 2 at the Phantasmalist workbench. Then probably Soulsmith Adept, yep. And then at the very top, Soulsmith Master. Alright, alright. What can I get down the Juggernaut path right now? Heavy armor is more effective. Blocking is 10% more effective, which I don't really care about. Firm stance. If you're solely wearing heavy armor, the chance your enemies will make you stagger with their attacks is lowered. That's good. Arrow wall. Arrows you intercept with your shield won't do any damage from now on. If you're wearing solely heavy armor, the falling damage you take is halved. Tower of Strength, damage reduction. Yeah, so that's the defense path. I think I'm gonna take Brute. And I've got 1 remaining, and I'm gonna take Arcane Smith. That's what I'm going to do with my points for now. That makes me in a bit of a better position overall. Let's say true women fight for freedom and peace and the righteous path. Women of Enderal, join the city guard. Hell yeah! Hell yeah, I like that sign. Sun Temple, Noble's Quarter, Harbor. Let's go to the marketplace. No, I don't necessarily want to... kind of want to explore the city, like, for real first before I go through the process of, like, teleporting my ass around.
Oi, you there. Don't look at me like that. Looking for trouble, eh?
Bread! Taste it now, our unrivaled, fresh and tasty bread!
Mostly looking for, perhaps crafting district. This is what I'm looking for. You guys are going to actually have what I need. The laborers are not who I need to talk to, though.
I'd rather go tap dance in front of a true Chessa than work for a Chilean.
But I don't think she would.
These things are so fucking weird looking.
What I'm trying to say is, stay away from those olive-skinned They lure you in with nice words and big promises, then bang, you put your cross under a contract that makes you a slave for a lifetime.
Oh, but...
Okay, so I probably can't buy anything from the crafting area. I probably need to actually buy them from the market and come back here with the other stuff.
That's why. I tell you, boy,
here. Iron dagger, iron war axes, iron gauntlets,
country long ago. Bastards, all of them.
Iron mace, iron helmet, extra iron claymore. I don't know how to make anything with leather yet, so it's not the best idea for me to do anything with the leather right now. So I'll actually probably sell the cuirasses.
An outlander.
Lyrical outpours and other foods. And here's the secure chest. Okay.
Why is that stuff so expensive?
Nobody else is gonna take it. I'll take the poultry meat. I ain't too proud. Is this the market district?
Ignoring me. As a crunchy loaf of bread wanders from my hands into yours.
Okay. That's the inn. Yeah, I guess I will interact with the sign. I want to go to the Ark Marketplace.
Hear my words, O path-abiding people of this holy city. Many of you may have heard it already. There's war in Kira. A group of honorless heretics put on themselves the name Disciples of the Senate.
Nah, I just put them out for you to look at. Tell me what you need, and be quick about it.
Let's see here. I don't need some amethysts. I don't need that guy anymore. Do you sell any blueprints? Iron Mace and Iron Sword. I already have those blueprints. Let me sell you some of my old books, because I don't really read them. Oh, we got a hydrate. Thank you for keeping me alive. I already know that spell book. I'm gonna keep the recipes. I'll get rid of that stuff. Scroll of Soul Trap I'll hang on to. Water Breathing's cool. River Veil. Teleport is cool. I guess I'll hang on to my scrolls for now. I don't need these Fingersmith pieces. Potion of Might. That would have been nice to have on the way in. But I'm good. Lighter Venom is whatever. 3 for 3 seconds is good. That's mana. I don't care about that right now. Fine clothes I'll sell. I'll sell all the leather stuff. The stuff that I don't think I'll be able to really use, I guess. And while we're here, since it's basically out, I'm just going to sell Cold Knight. I'm going to hang on to my Iron Claymore of Flames, because it may end up being useful again eventually. But for now, I don't need that anymore. Arrows don't cost anything, so there's really no like benefit to selling them. Highest value stuff that I've got. Let's see here. Is there anything that I don't need? Potion of Protection from Shock and Shock Resistance potions that I made are kind of fine to get rid of. Same with Protection from Fire and Ice. Because I'll never use them. I'll never remember that I have them. Oh, silver candlesticks. I don't need those. Wine, I'm probably never going to actually use. But they're, they don't weigh that much. I'll sell 2 of these wines. I'll hang on to a wine. The shovel's still useful. My iron ingots and my iron ore are useful. I can make a leather cuirass, so I can actually do that. I probably should have maybe held on to my other blueprint, or to my leather then, because I can make leather cuirasses.
Walk blessed.
Or a Stonehand. You sell alchemical stuff, which... Can I make anything good right now?
Hungry for arcane
I can make
secrets?
increase arcane fever
I
potions.
have books, scrolls, potions, anything for friends of path-abiding magic.
Apples, dates, bananas, the freshest fruits right from the farmer's coast. And
Do you need... Sure, take a look.
Hey, she does have ambrosia. Okay. That's expensive, but I'm willing to take at least 2 ambrosias. Wait.
Sure, take
You
a
also
look.
had crafting books. Not a lot of them, but you had some. Rhetoric, lockpicking, enchanting. I'm good for the rest of that for now, but that ambrosia is going to be a big deal for me because
Joined their so-called cause, and now fight
Keeping that at a bare minimum is good. None of these places seem like the kind of place that I really want to be shopping. I want to see if I can't find crafts, like actual crafting stuff. Oh, this is the bank. Well, is there any benefit for me to go into the bank?
Walk blessed, my sir. How can Sylvan and friends serve you today? Would you like to open a personal vault? Or perhaps even acquire an estate?
A personal vault?
Ledger. Your very own safe in our house, which we will manage on your behalf. We will meticulously track all your deposits and withdrawals, and best of all, thanks to our very generous interest rates, the longer you entrust your money with us, the more it proliferates on its own.
This game has it.
Well, evidently this was a metaphor. Just imagine that for every day your money rests in our vaults, we present you with some extra coin on top of it. As in...
This game has a bank with an interest account?
So to speak.
What? And you do that at your own expense? How can that be profitable for you? I want to open a vault.
Very well. We will need a 100 penny deposit to start with. After that, you may make a withdrawal or deposit whenever you would like.
Give the 100 pennies.
Excellent. You will not regret this. Here, this is your personal safe key. This way, you may access your shelf even when we are closed. To make a deposit, simply talk to one of the bankers or put it on the shelf yourself. And should you acquire any shareholdings, simply give them to me.
This game has a stock market?
For future interest. Well, holdings for something, a business, a caravan, things like that. But forgive me for saying so, you do not seem to be a man of means, so I don't suppose it will be relevant to you.
I'd like to deposit some money.
Of course.
I want to deposit 500.
A wise decision.
Yes?
There's a fucking bank in this game. Why the hell is there a bank in this game? Oh, I love it though. Why is there both the secure chest and an actual fucking bank in this game? I don't get it. I love it, but I don't get it. Like, these people put so much effort into this.
Must have been due to its sheer glory.
Is it important?
By Malthus himself.
Arc Meat Market. That's not what I need.
Yes, you have heard right.
Man, that guy's loot is loud as fuck.
War on Nerum. War on Kile. Ready madness. The fuck is wrong with this world?
Golden Ford. You? Maybe? No, you're a hunter. You're not what I'm looking for. Read note. Interested in this house? Then request an audience at Siren and Friends, the bank at which your money is safe. Okay, so I can actually get a house in the city. The title deed for the house. I probably don't have enough money for that, but I would definitely like to own that house eventually.
We have just the right thing. A visit to our gallery.
Oh, here we go. This is the forge work. So this is where I really want to be.
Hammer, looking for steel? I can provide. Everything for the path-abiding soldier.
Arcane Enchanter. Bed. Oh, so I can buy, like, the pieces for the actual house. But then he's also got other things. Iron Shield. Iron Sword, Iron Warhammer, Leather Boots, Longbow, Small Backpack, Steel Boots. Hey, I can finally start making steel. Got the Steel Boots, the Steel Helmet, Steel Warhammer. Oh, and you've got a Cold Heart as well. Or Cold Knight. Do I have anything to sell you while I'm at it? Not really, not right now. What do you have as far as other, like, things that I can get while I'm here, though? Got corundum, but it's very expensive. Got iron ore, and it's relatively expensive as well. Shadow steel. Then you've got regular steel. I've got some steel. I'm going to see what I can make first and foremost before I get into doing too terribly much more. What am I missing to make steel? Steel ingots and silver ingots. Steel ingots and quicksilver ingots. But to make a steel helmet, I need steel and quicksilver. Oof. Let's see here. How do I get my hands on a silver ingot? I guess I mean...
Everything for the path-abiding soldier.
Let's see here. Do you have silver ingots? You've got quicksilver ore. I can at least get some quicksilver ore and make, And then do I not have my steel ingots? Or are they in the chest, maybe? Did I do that? Did I accidentally drop them in the secure chest? Because I made some steel at one point.
Hear my words, O path-abiding people of this holy city.
Where did the secure chest go? It was just outside the thing.
A group of honorless heretics who adorn themselves with the name Disciples of the Sand have, in an
that was the meat market. The bag was there. It is. I see it now.
to storm the palace of the Golden Throne.
Huh? Can I help?
Check here. Did I drop my deal off here? Yeah, I did. I wonder if I can use that silver in the silver, make it a better thing. I've got a lesser filled soul gem, which is good. Metal ingot of the ancient nation is worth a lot of money, but I don't have anything that I can use it with quite just yet. I am glad that I decided to hold on to it, but it's not quite super useful to me yet. Alright, I need to actually turn those quicksilver ingots into something, don't I? I'm feeling a little bit weird about depositing my money now all of a sudden, but, you know, I'll figure it out. I've got a lot of material that I can still use to make gear that I can then sell for better stuff. I just have to...
They have just the right thing.
See here, I want to make some steel ingots if I can. Make a quicksilver ingot. And I want to hang on to my iron ore now because I don't want to transfer it into anything until I can make more steel. There's a forge, and then... Nope. No, sir. This is mine. Steel shoes! And while I'm here, we can make some of our excess stuff in the iron category. The iron boots that I can sell. And a light iron shield for my boy.
Now, where did I put that?
Hungry for arcane secrets? I have books, scrolls, potions.
Sorry, I'm sure this is not like the most interesting thing for you guys to watch, but I'm living it up because this is the kind of stuff that I love to see.
Everything for the path-abiding soldier.
Let's see here. I just made a shit ton of iron boots. I want to sell all 7. I want to sell 6 though. It'll help my money situation a little bit. Actually, I do want to sell my last one too because I've got some steel shoes now, which are better.
Everything for the path-abiding soldier.
I need one piece of... Well, do you have any steel gear? You have steel gauntlets. You have a steel helmet. It would be cheaper just to buy your stuff for now, but I can get a better setup if I like if I actually make it myself. I need a silver ingot though, and those things are worth a lot of money apparently. I don't even think you have a silver ingot. You don't. But I gotta figure out how to get my hands on a silver ingot before I can start really crafting steel gear. Steel 5 spare parts, steel ingot, and a silver ingot to make a steel warhammer. But that would be such a massive upgrade. So I need to get my hands on spare parts and a silver ingot. And I don't think there's any way for me to break down things like the silver candlesticks and stuff that I keep finding. Which really sucks, because I would like to do that. Yeah, I can't break down, my silver candlesticks and stuff.
Oh, hello. I've been... a bit of this and that. Feel
Steel
free to
gauntlets. Yeah, I need the blueprint for that. We've got gold ore. Not really what I need. Quicksilver, saw, scrolls, a silver knife, 1 silver ore. Which is so expensive, but I'll take it because if I can get enough silver together to actually make a silver ingot, which I think requires 2. It requires 2 ore to make an ingot, I believe.
Anything for friends of Pathobite and
Let's see here. Malachite ore, moonstone, quicksilver ingots, shadow steel, shadow ore. And yeah, I need 2 silver ore to make a silver ingot. Damn it. I'm so close to getting what I need.
Walk blessed. Aye, sure. Take your time. It's not as if there's much to do down here anyway.
Steel shield, steel sword, magic imbued, iron, iron, iron. You've got some spare parts on you as well, which I'm actually in need of, so I'll take 10 spare parts while I'm here. But you don't have any silver on you.
Farewell.
Hear my words, O Pathobiting people of this holy city.
You're probably gonna just be food.
Renard Shalom, my sir. Of course, Sherry.
Grilled trout. Now, actually, having roasted meats and stuff would not actually be a terrible thing for me to get my hands on, because those things are good for keeping my health up out of combat. But I'm really more so looking for...
Attempted to storm the palace of the Golden
No, I just put them out for you to look at.
Do you have
Tell me
any
what you
silver?
need, and be quick about it.
Silver mug, silver fork, silver candlestick, but no, you don't have any silver ore. Motherfucker. Nobody has any silver. Well, even if I'm not going to make it myself right now, it is still... It's very good for me to go ahead and get my hands on... Oh, this is not where I thought it
How
was.
may I be of service? Of course.
Oh, you've got blueprints for a lot of different things. Small backpacks, trophy pieces, wall baskets, wooden shelves. Got crafting books, leather gear, iron ingots. Do you have any silver? You got quicksilver. That's it. Nope. Nope. Nothing that I need. That is a real fucking shame. A real shame. And I don't have anything that I want to sell right now either. I could make a firm leather cuirass, but that wouldn't be good for me because I need my...
Acts like a sublime. Some people just don't know their place.
I'm so close to being able to make something good, but I'm just slightly off what I need. This is the forge work.
Hammers, daggers, swords, the best. Looking for steel. Everything for the path of
I am looking
soldier.
for steel. That is my goal here. See, if I can make the steel warhammer, I would be in better shape, but I can't because of the situation that I'm in. A set of steel gauntlets would be nice. Just want one pair. I made a steel helmet. Or no, I did make a steel helmet. I can't make it until I have a silver ingot, and at that point I'd rather make my... Don't have enough pennies for that. Damn. Get the steel helmet, I guess, but I've got steel shoes already. Just take the steel helmet for now. Maybe I can do some wanted contracts once I finish up talking to the priests and stuff. I don't want to touch my 500 in the bank because I want that to, like, gain money for me. Huh, the steel gauntlets are the exact same as my Iron Superior gauntlets. Same with the steel helmet. The difference is that I'll be able to upgrade those, I guess. I need to sell some of the stuff that I'm not using. Because I bet I can make some decent money off of it. That helmet looks weird. So I've got steel boots, I've got steel gauntlets, I've got a steel helmet. I need a steel cuirass, and I'll have a full suit of steel armor. I could probably sell some shit to.
Uh-huh. No, I just put them out for you to look at. Tell me what you need, and be
No,
quick
you
about
don't buy jewelry. I guess I can sell my old iron gear while I'm here. I'm hanging on to that light shield stuff because I want to be able to equip my vagrant with some better stuff. Maybe the tailor will accept my jewelry.
All for the well-dressed my sir, and my dame, of course. Walk bless all your heart could ever desire. Take a look.
Yes, I can sell my stuff to you. Cool. I don't care about the fencer. I don't care about the shaman. I don't care about the legionnaire. I don't care about this stuff. I definitely don't need these handicraft books anymore. I now have some decent pennies again.
Come back if you find the time.
Which means that I can buy that steel cuirass. Then I'm just one silver ingot away, or one silver ore away from a silver ingot.
Looking for steel. Everything for the path abiding soldier.
I would like that steel cuirass, sir. Actually, it's 38. Isn't my armor currently 38? No, mine's 37, so it's technically better than mine by 1.
Everything for the path abiding soldier.
Plus, I could technically upgrade it. Because I've got some steel ingots on me, I can take it to a workbench and... Whoops! Did not mean to do that. Sorry. Takes a steel ingot to upgrade it, and it goes to 48. Of these, the thing worth actually upgrading is my chest piece. Hooray, I'm in full steel now. I like the way that they made the armor look, because obviously it's not like this is not nearly the Nordic setting that Skyrim was, so like a lot of the armor and stuff looks... First off, look at that shine, look at that sheen on the metal. But second off, because it's not that super Nordic setting, it doesn't make a whole lot of sense for the weaponry, for the items in the weaponry to look super Nordic, because it's more of a Middle English setting. Anyway, I have to use the restroom very much, so I'm gonna do that, and then we're gonna head out with Jaspar. So I'll be right back. And I'm back.
False peaceful souls, driving them to deeds of pathless
Well,
atrocity.
look who's arrived. Did you have any problems finding your way around? The city can be quite a maze if you don't know it.
Words. Do not be afraid. Only the weak of pathless
Right, you're from Ostian. I almost forgot.
this red man.
They're quite fascinating, these places, aren't they? You can climb high, and you can fall just as deep. And every place vibrates with life.
Holds his protective hand over us, as he has done for a millennia.
You have to like
Well,
it.
I do. Here, put this on. And before you ask, yes, it's necessary. Just trust me.
Oh, I look silly. Who was that person just jumping? That was a little child.
And why is it Malphas who carries the Sun Temple on his back? Isn't that a gesture of servitude?
It's just a little child. Playing and jumping. Her movements did look a little bit weird in comparison to the regular Skyrim movements, though, didn't it? Ark, Noble's Quarter discovered.
Usually those gifted with magic have to report their talent to the Order, and then pass a ritual that teaches them how to deal with their magic. The journey to the water is what they call it. If they've passed that, the fever reduces to an endurable level, and new arcanists have their names registered in some kind of holy book. But there are other ways to get rid of the fever, and I hope my employer can tell you about it.
Yes?
I've done a decent job dealing with my fever. Keeping my, my super healing to a minimum.
Okay, almost there.
Been keeping my healing to a minimum when possible. Only using food to heal or sleeping. And with the occasional ambrosia, I've been fine. Admittedly, I was a lot worse off starting out because I was, Admittedly, I was a lot worse off starting out because it was all designed around my, the fact that I was incredibly low level and couldn't survive like 3 swings from an enemy.
Hold it, my sir. No civilians beyond this point without explicit permission. Who are you and what leads you to this holy place?
Business. I'm Jaspar Delveric, and I work for the Naramese Mages.
Oh, right. The mercenary. And who's your companion?
Marijo de Luna from Ostian, esteemed holder of de Luna's Empire of Tender Fragrance, the most prestigious perfumery in all of Vin. Archmagister Marigil sent for him. Didn't he tell you?
The Archmagister. Well, that does sound like him. Fair enough, you may pass. But show this place the respect it deserves, mercenary. You too, Meister de Luna.
Brother, you have my word, fair lady. Thank you.
Magistra Yale.
Of course you fucking lied. I love this man. He's great.
Your sister will be fine. I'm certain.
Good. That's good. Thank you. And may his light guide you. And you.
Look at my guy. Look at this dude. He's
Well,
badass from start to finish.
Hey, it worked, didn't it? That's all that matters. Nobody will suspect someone who's already in the temple. Anyway, I think it's about time I tell you a little bit more about this employer of mine. His name is Constantine Firespark, and he's one of Narathzor Orenthiel's former followers, which the new Grand Master, Tealor Orenthiel, brought here by ship about 2 years ago. That means he's one of the former arch-enemies of the Order. They usually wear green, while the Order wears white or red. That should make it easy for you to tell them apart. Firespark's pretty much the eldest of Narathzul's mages, and quite well versed in magic, at least from what I've heard. Plus, he's a very gentle and likable fellow, which is why even the keepers like having him around. Let's hope he can tell us a thing or two about these visions, and help you get rid of the fever. Come, follow me.
Alright. Following you. Imagine playing Skyrim in third person.
All right, here we are. Hang on.
No. That's not how you do it.
Blast it! I'm just being careful.
Like we do. Give me that thing, now.
Okay.
Blasted, blistering blazes. That's what you get for working with fumblers. I told you, we
Meister
should be
Firespark.
careful. What? Now who the heck are you? Can't an old man have a moment to himself?
You hired me. The Magister, don't you remember?
Oh, right. Joseph the Scrounger. So why are you here? Had any luck?
Just spar. And yeah, we did find something. I
suggest you first of all tell me when I allowed you to drag your drinking mates up here. Do you need me to explain the meaning of the words highly and confidential to you?
I'm sure there's a lot you can explain to me, but let's save that for later. This particular fellow over here needs your help, to be frank. Arcane fever.
Is that so? And what exactly has that got to do with me? Let the Keepers and their holy rituals take care of it. What is it with the costume, anyway?
This man's magic is different, Meister. Just feel his aura and you'll see it. Plus, he's from Narim, just as you are.
Well, all right then, for nostalgia's sake. I really hope you're not wasting my time, though. Working with these religious buffoons is bound to make any rational thinking person go bonkers. Anyway, that chair over there. Take a seat, and I'll have a look at that fever of yours. All right, then. This will tickle a little.
Oh, boy.
Now, you're right. This aura does feel different. Complex somehow and powerful. And do you really want to tell me you've only recently discovered that talent of yours? With that aura, I'm surprised that you haven't turned into an Obaya by now. Fine. Well, that is, we will help you. But first, tell me everything. How you got that magic, and how you met that Scrounger.
And we fade to black while the explanation happens.
I see. Regarding this vision thing, I think that your mind simply played a trick on you there. Not that it's much of a surprise, considering what you've been through. Actually, you were quite lucky that the sudden outburst of your glance didn't blow your head right off.
Sudden outburst of my glance?
By all that's holy, I won't start playing your tutor now. If you don't know about the basic functioning of magic, then read something from Balador Goldenstein.
The glance on the sea of eventualities. Alongside, but apart from the reality we're in right now, exist countless other realities, in which some events have different outcomes, so to speak. A version of this very same room, for example, with the very same people in it, only that Meister Firespark's beard is on fire. And what defines an Arcanist, someone capable of magic, is that he or she can see those other realities and let parts of them come true.
Well, look at that, Jasper. You surprised me.
Just
That's what I'm being paid for.
How powerful an Arcanist is depends on 3 factors. How far away are the eventualities that he can see, how well he can bring parts of them into our reality, and finally, how well his mind can handle seeing other realities simultaneously with ours. Lighting a candle is easier than calling a meteor from the sky, to speak plain Inal, but as I said, read Goldenstein if you're interested in the topic. I'm not going to waste any time with lectures.
In this chapel on the water, every time I touch one of those stones, I feel as if I don't know if something comes back to me.
Well, that's probably a sign that you should go easier on the booze. Skill, whether of physical or magical nature, isn't gained through touching some stones, but through hard work and discipline. Even though this screwball Enderalian talk of paths and predeterminations tries to tell us otherwise.
Again, I don't just imagine these visions, they just felt different somehow.
Oh, well, if that's what you want to believe, go for it. I, in any case, have never come across such a phenomenon in over 50 years of studying magic. And now we should...
It all begins with the dreams.
What the blasted blistering blazes? Does this room look like the bosom of a whore to you? Or what makes you think you can go around touching anything you get your fingers on? These documents are confidential, for heck's sake. I knew it was a mistake to hire a thug like you. Lashery always had a weakness for...
Correct me if I'm wrong, but I remember you telling me something about dreams that led you and Tealor Renthiel here, didn't you, Miser? And you told me that in this vision of yours, the Veiled Woman said this. It all begins with the dreams.
What? Is that true?
Yeah.
Oh. Then this near-death experience you had before you woke up on the shore. Tell me again, what exactly did you see in it? A room?
A glistening white light and charred bodies, but their flesh was unnatural, gray, and I heard all of their voices.
Well, this is strange indeed. Anyway, for now all that matters is that we get that magic of yours under control. Whatever you clairvoyanced back there is of no use to us if you're dead as a doornail in a couple of months.
Fair enough. And how can we do that? Get my magic under
Well,
control.
that's usually a plodding process. The fever you feel is a result of your mind not being able to handle all of these possibilities, so to speak. The ritual the Enderalians practice to get the glance under control is called the Journey to the Water. Put frankly, it means 1 year of hour-long meditation, bland food, and abstinence from anything that makes life worth living. In due time, the Arcanist then learns to filter these other realities from ours, and the fever gets less and less. Anyhow, luckily enough, we Neremes know of a way to quicken that process. A shortcut, if you will. I'm not capable of performing it, but another one of us is. Her name is Lashery, and you should seek her out as soon as possible. There is indeed, and this reason is called ignorance. The Order's rituals haven't changed since the Lightborn slipped out of their cradles, and the Keepers do their best to keep anything progressive out of their country. But please, if you're up for a year of austerity and stern-faced magisters scolding you, go for it. I really don't care.
Then I'll do this ritual of yours.
She's currently in a ruin called Old Rashengrad, not far from Ark. Just tell her that I sent you. Give me that map of yours.
Yes.
Okay, now you'd have to be a total idiot to miss it. I recommend leaving for the ruin straight away. And you, Joseph, you're going to come with me and show me what your trip to the Sun Coast brought forth. Hopefully, more than a bottle of honey wine and a hangover.
Quite a character, isn't he? But I like him somehow. Here, I owe you this for your help back in Riverville. And in case you're in the mood for a mug of ale and a good chat, just drop by the Dancing Nomad in the Stranger's Quarter. I'll get myself a room there for the time being. With all that said, good luck mastering your magic, my friend. I'll see you around.
Alright. During the main story of Enderal, you have the opportunity to deepen your bond to several persons. Caution, these missions aren't available forever. Main story progresses too far, the storylines of some persons stay hidden. So I now have teleport scrolls to Ark and the Sun Temple.
Oh, you're here. I thought you were in the city.
No, the Archmagister ordered me back.
that. Feels good to be here, to be honest.
How do I get out of here?
Sorry. I know. I can't sing.
I don't doubt.
How did I get in here? How did I get out of here? How do I get out of here? Oh, here we go. I was confused. I was like, oh no. Oh no, I'm lost.
I don't think.
This is holy ground, Outlander. You do not belong here.
Who are you?
Yes.
I'm just trying to get to this sign. I want to go to the, here. I guess the foreign quarter. And I'll go ahead and put on my old gear again. My good stuff. And re-equip my sword. Or am I still using a sword at this point, or am I using a I'm using a warhammer at this point? Do I recognize the foreign quarter? Yeah, I kind of recognize the foreign quarter. I was going to see if I couldn't get my hands on some extra pennies or something. Maybe find a wanted sign or something.
Yeah.
I haven't been able to really see one yet. This place is a lot smaller than it looks.
Yeah.
That's to the barrack quarters. And if we go around here, we've got the foreign quarter, which is this area that I'm currently in. I don't see any signs.
Bring me.
There's the marketplace. This is also the marketplace. So we're currently in the foreign quarter here, and then if I go through here, I'm in the marketplace. So the city is actually broken down into different loading zones, which is why it's so much easier to just have the fast travel be a sign. But with all that being said, I also still don't have what I need to make my steel hammer. I'd really like to get my hands on that steel warhammer.
Where did I put that? I mean that.
Who are you?
Listen, this holy city.
Ah, here's what I was looking for. Notice board. Search for a bounty quest. Pathless One, Brutus the Ripper, is wanted for Glimmerdust trafficking and sacrilege. He seems to be able to hold his drink, is a wild mage, and is most likely hiding in the wild mage's hideout in the Heartland. He is said to be extremely dangerous, and proceed with caution. There's 170 Indralean pennies issued for his death. At the contract. I guess I should probably go ahead and put away, if I'm not going to be using them, I should put away my ingredients while I'm here. Though I do kind of want that salt. Let's see here. I had regular salt in here. What is that? I think there was some rotten garlic in my inventory because it was picked from an old plant.
Attempted to storm the palace of the Golden Queen.
That's back to the foreign quarter. I don't know where else to look for any more silver right now, so that'll just be, I guess, a goal in the back of my mind for now. Where do I need to be going right now? I can head to the Merid Tower, or I can go meet Lashrin in the place way out there. Merid Tower for the Sun Coast would be easy to get to right now. I just need to find my way to the Merid Tower here. Myrid Tower.
Fruits right from the farmer's coast.
I believe believe I need to head this way to get to the tower. South quarter. I wonder if I can use the signs to get to the Myrid Tower now that I think about it.
Yes?
Probably not. I probably have to walk. Yeah, Myrid Tower arc discovered. Which probably means having to actually physically walk up the tower. I can hear like the stock dragon roars. Oh, there it is. It's like a.
Yes?
Yeah, they basically just took a dragon body and like.
Walk blessed, friend. Where are you headed? About Myrids. What is there to tell? They're beautiful animals, majestic and wild, and dangerous if you're unlucky enough to run into an untamed one. In the time before the Blood Moon Revolt, a long time ago, tame Myrids like this one here was a really rare sight. Nowadays, though, they're pretty common, at least here in Enderal. Pity, somehow.
Why a pity?
I guess that sounds stupid, but I sometimes long for the times my grandfather lived in. Being a Myrid Warden was far more prestigious back then, and even feared with Sublime or Keepers. Nowadays, well, you can guess, riding a Myrid has become as ordinary as riding a mule. But, who am I to complain?
I see. And how exactly does the flying part work? How do the Myrids know where to go?
Oh, well, that's hard to explain. They communicate by clicking sounds. I, as a warden, have been trained to hear them, but you probably can't. And through those clicking sounds, I also tell them where you want to go before you mount them. Obviously, that only works for routes that the Myrid already knows by heart.
25 pennies.
Sure. Where to?
Let's see here. I kind of want to head back to Riverville for now. Yeah, it's just straight up a dragon's body that they then put like feathers on and made it a new creature. That's cool. Myrid Tower, Sun Coast. Oh, there's an ice claw over here as well. If I can get up to it. If I can. Ha! Ice claw. There's something like 300 ice claws in the game, and every one of them increases your carry weight. Not by much, if I remember correctly. Yeah, it's just by 1 per ice claw, but hey, I mean, that slowly adds up. I think I've already increased my total carry weight by like 10 since I started the game. Is it me, or does the game look a little bit different than it did before? Like, it looks a little bit more like the, I don't know if it's a weather effect or what, but I feel like something is new. Like, something's different. I kind of want to see if I can get another bounty from Riverville, because I'm guessing these bounties are not super duper, like, crazy. But also because coming back to Riverville makes it easier to get back to Yaron's house, or whatever his name was, so I can upgrade my ancestor, or not my ancestor, but my apparition again.
There's a point. You just have to live with it.
The market square is right up here. That's where I'll be able to find the notice board.
Uh-huh.
Search for a bounty. Shimmering Grove near Riverville, a herd of trolls has been sighted. The herd is led by a white troll. A reward of 200 pennies will be paid to the path-abiding soul who verifiably tends to his death. Wanted in Rivervale. Go. Oh, that's a whiles away. Yeah, Shimmering Grove. Eh, we'll get there. I've got so many learning points. I should probably be trying to invest in what I can, but I'm a little poor at the moment, which is why I'm doing these bounties. Bounties are an easy way to get your hands on a lot of money quickly. I almost feel kind of like a witcher. Like just going up to the notice board and taking bounties on monsters and humans alike and just being like, all right, I'll do the thing. I'll go hunt your monster. I'll go kill that thing. I'll go get whatever. Now, one thing I do need to double check is my claymore. Yeah, I have a lesser soul gem and I could fill it. And that fire will be really useful against trolls, which are actually weak to fire. And I know that I could have used that for my Arcanist stuff, but, not my Arcanist, but my Apparition. But, my Phantasmalist stuff, that's what it's called. But, I feel like this is a good use for it. Plus, my armor's better now than it ever was, so... If I can get my hands on some corundum, I can also make more steel, which I can use to increase my armor's effect as well. Did I ever explore back out here? Yeah, I did. Yeah, that's right, because I found that grave. There were some wolves around here. I was like, there's still some wolves around here. Yeah, the world is small enough that you can make it everywhere on foot. So they made it they made fast traveling not as common. It's more like Morrowind rules than it is Skyrim rules. Damn, that bunny got all away from me. If I could have cracked it over the head with that hammer, it would have been all over. You know what? Hold on. I've got magic. What am I talking about? I can just Blazing Sparks it. Because these things are going to have goods on them. Things that I can hopefully use. And while I'm at it, I can actually, I've got a bunch of mana fungi that I can keep eating. That'll help with my mana regeneration. Bed. Hey, this is the fox that I shot. Holy shit! They're just the same animals forever over here, because that was the fox that I shot with an arrow forever ago, and it was still alive somehow. Right before we step into here, let's summon my vagrant. Let's pull out my. Actually, before I do that, let's. When we get in here, I'm going to want to summon an ancestor. And then pull out my claymore. The trolls are not as hard to take down as I thought they were. you're standing on. Let's see here. Yeah, because I was having trouble with that one troll at the beginning of the game, but I think that was specifically because they wanted me to use the trap against it. Let's go ahead and eat. I should have some, yeah, some roasted wolf meat left. I'll use stew instead right now, though. Dagger of Despair. Let me go ahead and equip a torch, because I can't see anything in here. So where are my torches? And yep, my that. We're getting closer to the trolls. That's to the sun coast, so I don't want to do that. I don't know how much armor these guys have, but Diary of a Miner. It's got some value to it. I'll take it. Blueprint for the hunting bow. Take it with me. Stamina fortification. Read a scribbled note. Left you poor boys from the mine a little strengthening in case that nights again are harsh and long. Why the fuck did my stream just randomly stop for an ad break? I don't know. I did not do that. I did not tell it to do an ad break. Like, normally I have control over if it decides to do an ad break or not, but I didn't tell it to, and it just did one anyway, apparently. For some reason, I had to watch an ad. I don't know, Twitch has been getting weirder and weirder with their policies lately. Oh, there's a hydrate. Glug glug, motherfucker. Thank you for keeping me alive. I don't know where that guy is and how I'm supposed to find him in here. Oh. Apparently if I had just went... If I had gone to the right from the very beginning instead of walking through the rest of the troll cave, I could have found him. Yeah, I mean, you're busy. You're doing your job. It's not your job to keep me alive. Iron ore, some salt, scroll of water breathing. Essence gift? Transfer 25% of your mana to your apparition, as well as 3 points per 3 points of mentalism. Transforms the ore of a dull ore vein into pennies. The amount gained of pennies depends on the worth of the ore, your skill, and value mentalism. And summon battle axe. Creates a battle axe. Mythical binding increases its damage. And summon ghostly wolf. Well, hold on. Let's see here. kind of damage does his battle axe put out? It's 18. Hey, this is actually stronger than any of my other weapons right now. I gotta see before I can do anything else in here. No, this is the wrong way. Okay, so I can hit G to summon my apparition wherever I need him. Once he's summoned, I can call him with G. So if I accidentally get into a fight and he's like off somewhere random because he couldn't get over to me, I can pull him to me now. Ooh, iron ore. There's more iron ore here. Now the question is, do I want to do that or do I want to try and do here? Ah, I can't actually mine that iron ore vein anymore because I converted it into pennies. Let's see here. Three hits before he just went down. Now that's a good weapon right there. Nice. Dead miners. I got some pennies. Iron ore. Full suit of leather. Are these mud morels worth anything? Have I discovered what they do yet? Oh, they're shock resistance, right. All right. Well, now I actually have a an easily collected weapon that, if I increase my mentalism stuff more, not my mentalism, but my entropy magic, I can actually like make it really good. But I probably need to be ending the stream because I still need to prep a lunch. So that, and then I need to cook something so that I can eat it right now, and I need to get on the road because I think I might need to get gas. But that's going to be where I end it today. Thank you, everybody who came out to today's stream. We got a chunk done here today, and I now have some cool magic. But yeah, thank you, everybody who came out to today's stream. I've been Paladin Null. This has been Enderal. I hope you guys are having a fantastic day, and as always, I'll see you guys next time. Bye-bye.